Hello, welcome to day 7 of the 7-day trauma healing, trauma-informed yoga series. I am Adriana, a physiotherapist and trauma-informed yoga instructor, and today's class is all about compassion, having self-compassion for all the different parts of ourselves. This will be more of a yin class, so it may be handy to have some bolsters or pillows handy, so you can grab those and your yoga mat, and we'll get started. Just as in all the other classes of the trauma healing series, I will start with a quote. Today's quote is by Stephen Levine. In a world, a mind, a body at war, no quality active or passive is more healing than essential compassion. So in this class, I invite you to have compassion for the parts of yourselves that are hurting, that you are healing, that you are fighting with, that you are proud of, all the different parts of you. So you can start with me today, lying on your back. You can lie however feels good for you. If you want your knees bent or straight, or you want a bolster under the knees or a pillow, anything that feels comfortable. Settling in today, tuning into the body and the breath. Tuning into the emotions if it feels safe to do so. Maybe tuning into the different parts of you that you are working on healing. The anxious part, the sad part, the depressed part, the hypervigilant part, the angry part, any aspect of yourself that you perhaps often don't have compassion for. And throughout this practice, I invite you to hold that part with compassion. Knowing that each and every part of us is trying to help us in some way. And if we have more compassion to all the parts instead of trying to resist them, maybe that'll change something. Taking a nice deep breath here. You can bring both the knees to your chest for a gentle self-hug, starting the class with compassion. Making your way to your hands and knees. Warming up the body here with some movements and some cat-cows, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Lowering the stomach to the ground, tailbone goes up, head goes up. Rounding once again through the spine, tailbone goes under, head goes under. Inhale, lowering the stomach to the ground, tailbone goes up, head goes up. And perhaps finding your own rhythm, your own movements here, whatever feels good. moving back and forth, moving side to side, doing gentle circles with the body, big or small, anything at all. Knowing this practice is completely for you. There's no right or wrong way to move or to find compassion. And if you would like, you can join me in a child shape. Knees can go as wide as the mat, or you can keep them together. You can bring the body back towards the feet. Arms can stay up above your head. You can rest your forearms down or keep them up. You could rest your head on the mat, or you could rest it on a bolster. Spending a few minutes here. Knowing that if this child's form doesn't feel good, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to judge yourself. You can compassionately lead your body into something that feels good. And on your next breath, I invite you to come back up, moving into pigeon, bringing the left knee behind the left wrist, the left foot behind the right wrist, as close to the wrist or as far away as feels comfortable. You could stay up on the hands, or you could go down to the forearm. Once again, if you'd like a bolster or a pillow or a block to rest your head on, or you could use both your fists to rest your head on, finding what feels good. Spending a few moments here. Asking yourself, if I led this class with compassion, what would it look like? And in your own time, making your way back to your hands. If you'd like to rest longer on that side, feel free to do so. Moving to the other leg. So now the left leg goes back, right knee goes behind right wrist, right foot behind left wrist, back leg relatively straight. And once again, you could stay up on the hands, you could go down on the forearms. You can rest the head if you'd like, finding the version that calls to you today. Perhaps sinking deeper, letting go of tension, letting go of judgment. Spending a few more moments here, finding that compassion within you. And in your own time, coming out of this pigeon, making your way into a low lunge with the left leg forward. From here, moving into a variation of lunge, placing both your hands on the inside of that left foot. You can shimmy the left foot so it's resting near the edge of the mat. And then from here, If you feel called to, you could take this left arm and twist your body up, holding for a moment. On an exhale, coming back down to center. Repeating one more time if you would like, twisting that body to the left. Left arm goes up. Coming back down. Making your way to the other side. Right leg goes forward. You can rest the right foot near the edge of the mat. Both hands going on the inside of the right leg. And once again here, lifting the right arm, twisting over to the right. On an exhale, coming down. Repeating once more, inhale, twisting to the right. Exhale, arm goes down. From here, bringing that right leg back so you are resting on both your knees once again, on all fours here. Coming back into one more child's form, maybe doing a different version than you did the first time. Perhaps if you had your legs wide the first time, you keep them together. Maybe you bring the arms a different way than you did the last time. Knowing that this practice is all a journey and an exploration. You can always switch the shape you're in. I invite you to make your way onto your back. Notice on the back, working through some spinal twists. You could keep the feet down, have the knees bent just as I am, and rock the body side to side from here. If you would like more of a twist, you could bring the knees up to chest and lower them over to one side. Whatever is coming up, whatever thoughts, whatever feelings, trying to work on having some compassion towards those. If you're twisted one way, you can bring the legs up and twist the other way. If you are rocking back and forth, you can continue to do so if you would like. In your own time, bringing the legs back to center, working through one final full body stretch, legs straight, arms stretched above the head. Deep breath in and out. And finding your final resting shape, whatever that looks like to you. Bolsters, blankets, blocks are encouraged. Just as we started the practice, I invite you to tune inward. Tune into all the different parts of you once again. Tune into them with self-compassion. Acknowledging them. There may be different areas of your life or of yourself that you want to change. As you work through that, you can still have compassion. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. You can rest as long as you would like. I hope you enjoyed this trauma healing series. I'll see you next time.